Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will put total lever to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will have first crack at this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game.
Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Badgers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Under fire. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Badgers have this offense rolling. Lost a throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of it. It's Francis. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back. We can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catch them off balance a little bit, getting the big game, getting the first down.
Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Got his man quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the extra point is good. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Shabera. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Plucks it out of the air. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Mooney. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. With the run on 1st and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. using the quick game. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive. They pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Unloads it left. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's the handoff. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And now on 3rd down after that last run. Back to pass, it's Mooney. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 1st down here for the offense. Motion from the wideout. On the ground, it's Perkins. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football. Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's it's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Here comes the heat. Caught behind the line. It's Stevens. Turning it on. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. They want to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Stevens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Shabera. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Badgers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Wide receiver comes in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down from the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over Louisville. You never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks. 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Creates a little space. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Badgers will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Badgers line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll pull it down. Past the 40. Got the first himself. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. That big play has them in business. First and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. On target. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got it in the middle at Stevens. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Badgers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Wide open downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Little. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Wants to fire on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The offense just has haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Absolutely perfect. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you?
We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments, things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Working that left side now. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Badgers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. The throw. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Shabera. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Flips it out on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll keep it himself. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that
Got enough space, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The give to the tailback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Gives it on the option. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Catch in the middle. It's McCoy. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and get them the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. There's still plenty of time. You see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Shabera. Look out, he's got room. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out quickly. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. The Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And the Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Right on the money. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Badgers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Francis. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the foot. Breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll do it himself. Got a little space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Mooney. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He'll pull it on the read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. Couldn't find the lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. So now it's second and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. The Badgers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The give and tick, 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 tick. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Inside the 45. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they can ice this game.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Fires to the big fella. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Here comes the hurry up. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Oh, they're after him. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go